Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
everyone.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Dell, life coach and life path master 11.
And welcome to It's So
Universal. Everything, love over everything.
And you keep hurting me, and you just keep doing it, and then you turn around and say you're sorry, and then you do it again.
People use sex when you feel like you're lame. So you shouldn't do that. Oh, stroking his ego, right? When it's my person.
Before we give it up secrets about ourselves, don't do that. Okay, so
Today's topic is social media.
social media and the good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not on
Definitely.
social media a lot. I don't do a whole lot of social media. I protect my mind and my body, my inner spirit.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that you see on social media is so low vibration. And I have to protect my energy so that I'm not, just all over the place.
Right.
So I'm not on social media. I used to be a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
I used to be a lot.
Yeah, it can be very toxic. The energy that's on social media can be really, really toxic. Social media can be used for good or bad, in my opinion.
I believe that also. I believe it can be used for good and bad.
Yeah.
There's a purpose for everything.
For everything, yes.
But I just believe too much of it
Yeah.
is not good for you.
I agree with that. Well, that's what anything. Too much of anything is not good, but at the same time, yes, since we are talking about social media, too much of consuming all the stuff that's on there can really take your vibration really low, and you want to protect your energy the best way you can. But it's like a lot of the stuff that is on there now is kind of like is like a battle of who, not everybody is into social media. So some people do more like Facebook or, Instagram. Now TikTok is, becoming very popular.
Yeah.
Although TikTok, in my opinion, is probably the most toxic space.
TikTok.
Yeah.
You think so? I think it's. I don't know. I guess it just depends on who you have as followers and listeners. But you on your For You page, you get a lot.
Yeah. You get a lot of stuff. Yeah.
And it can be very toxic.
Yeah, it can be. I think that is Instagram, to me, like for me, I use Instagram for business. So that's for the most part. And
I think everybody use all the platforms for business.
yeah.
Because right now we're using, it's kind of like an oxymoron. We're using social media, which is YouTube.
Right.
But we encourage you.
Right.
But see, on YouTube, I look at it like this. On YouTube, you get to choose what you intake.
Yeah.
What you let in your temple. And you get to choose. It's your choice, and it's not something that's forced upon you.
Exactly. Yes, that's true. And I think that YouTube is. I think YouTube is a good tool because it helps with. You can find lots of things on YouTube, tutorials on how to do this, that, and the third. So it's a good space for business. It's a good space for learning. It's a good space for certain things of that nature. Of course, you can. It's all an algorithm type of situation.
Right.
All of social media is an algorithm type of situation. So whatever you consume the most is what's going to pop up, for you to have. So ultimately, I say you use it to your
discretion.
Discretion, yeah. Use it to your discretion. However, just be careful because you can get into some really toxic spaces, and unfortunately, I feel like Facebook has become pretty toxic too. Like some spaces.
To me, has become a dating app. I'm not really much. It's not so much because it used to be really fun to me. It was just like it'd be a big reunion to me.
Yeah.
But now it's more like I get so many DMs and Messenger. It's not really Facebook because Messenger is a different app.
Right.
But it's through Facebook.
Yeah.
And you get so many messages and pics, and I don't want to.
Really?
You know,
See, I guess because I don't be on there. Now, Facebook is one I don't be on a lot. So
I'm not on it a lot.
Right,
But I'm
but-
saying when I open it up, you get messages
Yeah.
from lots of people,
yeah.
random people, don't even know
No,
that
yeah.
just. I've gotten pictures of people's penises in
girl, stop!
in
What?
my
I have
messenger.
not. Thank God.
Yes, and some propositions of suitcases full of money, and that's fake.
Well, of course it's fake. It's fake.
Nobody's gonna do that. And what are you after?
That's ridiculous.
What are you after?
No.
So
Fortunately, I have not had that issue. Now, I had that issue a little on TikTok. Like when I'm new to TikTok. Like I've only been on TikTok for a few months, but when I first had uploaded my account, I started getting these messages and DMs like, we should hang out. You want to, let's exchange numbers. And I'm like, what? Is TikTok a dating app? I was like, I don't understand. I still don't know how it works, but I'm like, this is kind of crazy.
yeah, I just think that it's funny. You just got to guard yourself. You have to guard yourself and protect yourself on what you're viewing.
Exactly. For sure.
What you're intaking.
What you're intaking, yeah. Because it can, like, I know some people that's like get addicted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And I've seen some people wake up in the morning and before they brush their teeth, girl, they are on Facebook.
I can't.
Like, get up and start your day.
Right, yeah.
Before you open up Facebook. Is something on there that's that important? It's
Right.
more important than you before you even say, good morning, Lord.
Right. Exactly.
Thank you for the activities of my limbs.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
In my right mind.
Yeah, I think it's become the thing about it is it's become a place of escape for lots of people.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to face, themselves
Their reality.
and their reality.
I
so
think
they use it to escape.
A lot of the apps are probably for that purpose.
Yeah,
But
I
you
think
have
so.
to know how to rightly divide the information that you intake.
Absolutely.
Because everything that you intake, for one, social media, people get on social media and it's almost like that's what they want you to see, how they want you to view them.
Exactly.
How they want, because they're doing a lot of things for likes.
Right.
And so, it's 9 out of 10, it's not really their reality.
Right, exactly.
They put on there that they want, like, everything is perfect in my world and this, that, and the third. When they're not
true.
on the social media, they're living through pure hell.
Right. Which is
Pure
so sad.
hell.
Yeah, which is sad because it's like, anything to go viral. So,
Yeah.
it's almost like that. If I can go viral, then I can, get more likes, more views, more shares,
attention.
more attention.
Because social media really has made everybody feel the stars.
Oh,
we are the
Instead of
superstars.
Yeah, instead of Hollywood,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that. You can just, open up your app, your
Yeah.
Facebook app, your Instagram app, whatever. And the thing about it is, and I'll say it like this, a lot of people do it because it's a monetary gain behind it. There is money to be made from it. So,
In certain situations, but some people are not doing it for that. Some
No.
people are just doing it, like I said, for the likes.
Yes.
For the ones who are doing it for a monetary gain, and kudos, thumbs up, I respect it.
Yeah.
Respect the hustle.
yeah, I
But-
respect the hustle.
Because it's not an overnight success.
No.
For some, it may be, but it's not an overnight success. It's something that you have to work at. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're on YouTube, it's something that you have to work at, and it could take years to get
Yes.
to the status that you desire to be at.
Yes.
So don't give up.
Right.
Don't give up.
And I respect the hustle. What I don't respect is when people are lying and not
Yeah.
being truthful and being just making up a persona of who they are to gain followers.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like once you do that and you amass a large amount of following, while you might be getting paid, you're not being true to who you are, and it depends on what you're putting out there into the atmosphere. So if you're doing this and it's positive, it's it's putting out something that's good for people to digest, then okay, I don't have a problem with that. But when it's, you can kind of tell when they're not even really believing some of the stuff that they say come out of their mouths. They just saying it because it's salacious and it gets attention. So
and if it's not viable, don't, because if you can't hold up, that's not what you really live off of the camera. Don't be pretentious,
right?
Because people will see you and they will say, that's, you're not living the life that you claim to live on social media.
Definitely.
And it's just be you.
Yeah, right.
You gain more followers. I've always said your energy and your vibration, your vibe will bring your tribe.
Right.
So it's for you, it's for you. No one can take what's for you and who is for you. That's for you.
Right.
No one can take that from you. So if you just be authentic you can't go wrong with that.
You can't go wrong.
Because you can walk in that outside of social media. You can walk in who you are and be real with, in your everyday life.
Right.
And that's what people see. People, half the time, I'm going to be honest, half the time on social media, if I like your video, if I like your pic, sometimes I don't even have to really talk to you or know you. If I dig you, if I resonate with something that I read, or if it resonates with me, or if I dig you, if I just, we're on the same vibration, I like it regardless.
Right.
And if, just be you.
Exactly.
Just be you.
Exactly. Be yourself. You don't have to try to be someone else in order to amass a huge following.
Right.
You see it's going in there?
I seen that.
What is that about? Anyways, but yeah, you just need to be yourself. I mean, and I feel like this. Like you said, I agree that the people that are supposed to be attracted to you will be attracted to you.
Yes.
Your following will be of like-minded people.
Right.
So
exactly.
You don't have to pretend or be fake about it.
Your vibe will generate your tribe. So no one can take that from you.
From you, exactly. And it's we're talking about it. It's people that are really out here doing, have big platforms, having huge platforms, millions of followers on their platforms, and they're putting out some really toxic content, and it's not helpful to the planet or the universe or to people.
It doesn't edify anyone.
It doesn't edify anyone. It's just more negative energy coming out. And it's crazy to me because I think that I found that I can see a lot that
What does that keep doing?
I don't know. It's weird. I can see that a lot of it seems to me like the stuff that gets most attention is the negative.
Is the negative stuff, and that's why I always say social media and the TV and stuff, you have to guard your spirit by what you allow to inside, by what you see.
Yeah.
Because in our society, it's easier to believe the negative. It's easier to accept the negative because that's the way we have been programmed in this system. And when you come out of that, you'll be able to see what's what. You'll be able to see those traps and how that vibration just keeps you at a low vibration and keeps you feeling like you're stuck.
Yes.
And you want to get out of that rut. You want to get out of that situation. So guarding what you intake in your spirit and what you see and what you hearing, you protect yourself.
Yeah.
You're able to protect your spirit from that energy.
Yeah.
Because that energy, it just reproduces energy of the same kind.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
it's just constant and negative.
Right.
Negativity. anytime you feed something negative, it's just going to continue to be negative.
Exactly. And it's just that's the part I have a hard time with understanding, because like when I look at stuff, like I can scroll and scroll. After a while I have to put it down because it's like it gets to me, you know. It starts to make me feel bad, and I'm like people that are
you're an empath,
right?
So you feel that, and you feel the hurt from
other people
that other people feel when they're hearing that stuff,
right? Exactly.
And it's heavy on you. It weighs heavy on you.
Yeah. And so I'm like, what I don't understand is how people can continue to consume it, the negative part of it, and just feed it. It's like that does not feel good. So inwardly in your body, it just does not feel good. So I'm like, why not cut it off and, you know, find something else that's more edifying for your body, for your mind,
your
and your
soul.
and your spirit and your soul. To me, it's like, you know, and I have to tell myself that too sometimes, like put it down, because it's not, first of all, it's just not that important into everyday life. Let's just say that. And there's so many other things we can be doing with our time than scrolling on social media. I mean, like, we need to learn how to pick up a book and do some reading instead of just scrolling on social media. You know, if we spend more time doing that, we'll be more enlightened as people and stop just listening to everything that's said to us and fed to us through social media. So,
really, because first of all, social media is not the gospel.
Not at all.
You know, and I've had people quote things to me that, oh, well, I've heard it on social media, and I'm like, okay. Does that mean that is true?
Right. Did you read it in a book for yourself? Did you research it? Did you fact check? I mean, come on. Like, just because they say it on social media.
Somebody said it on social media. That
don't make it true.
That doesn't make it true.
At all.
So you have to guard your spirit,
Yeah.
your soul, and, you know, your temple.
Yeah.
Guard it.
Definitely.
Because everything that you hear is sometimes it's just empty rhetoric.
It's just noise. It's just noise. And one of my biggest pet peeves with social media is that the generalization of everybody. And I'm like, so all black women are like this, or all black men are like this, or black men this, black women this, or this gender divide.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, everyone has their own experience
Everyone
in life.
have their own experience in life, so you can't put everybody in a box.
You can't do that.
Categorize everyone for the same, because we're all different. We all have our own walks.
Exactly.
We all have our own book.
Exactly. No two persons are alike, period.
Exactly.
And so, to me, when you start to generalize everything, it just, to me, it negates your argument, whatever that might be. Even if you have a level of truth in something that you might be saying, it negates your argument when you generalize everybody.
Yeah.
Because everyone is not the same.
Right.
So my thing is, people need to start just your own experience, what you've experienced in life.
Yeah.
You know, and me, I always preface stuff, not every man or not every woman, because it's not.
And I always preface stuff, my experience.
Yeah.
Because it's just my experience. That doesn't
Exactly.
mean that it happens for everybody.
For everybody.
It's just my experience.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, we are a sum of our experiences. That's a quote, and it's true. We are all a sum of our experiences. So what you've experienced, I haven't experienced. What I've experienced, you may not have experienced. So, and then even if we experience something similar, it's still a different.
It's still
take on
different
it.
because
Yeah.
I'm gonna respond to it differently, and you're gonna respond to it differently. We still have our own individual mind and perspective on how we deal with certain issues.
Absolutely.
So our issues, our situations, and we're not going to deal with them the same.
Yes.
So it's still your personal book.
Exactly.
Your personal book.
Exactly.
So
Definitely.
yeah, and so I agree. I don't like that when I see people on social media and that have millions of followers
Yes.
and they're using that platform instead of good, where they can make so much difference because
Right.
they have so many people listening and watching and observing what they do, and they use that for negative to belittle people and to tear down people and to demonize people. I do
yeah.
not, that goes
Yeah.
all over me.
Yeah.
Because you're on a platform, and anytime you're on a platform, and if you don't use that platform for good,
Yeah.
and you choose to to use it for bad, you reap the benefits of
You do.
that.
You reap
You
whatever
know.
comes out of that. Whatever comes to you.
You reap the benefits.
it.
And it's like it's almost like we are trying to win souls into oneness, to help people come back to one, love. And if you're not doing that, and if you're constantly separating people, look how many
division.
people keeping division. If you look how many people you are infecting with that poisonous, when you could be infecting them with love,
Right. And positivity.
Yeah. So that's why it just goes all over me. It just rubs me the wrong way, because you can make an impact on someone's life, and just by saying 3 words.
Right. Exactly.
And you rather say something to tear someone down just because it'll get you a like.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have no respect for that.
No, me either. It'll get you a like. It'll get you a follow. It's a subscribers.
Or
whatever.
someone's laughing at. It's not funny to laugh at someone else's pain. If some R.I.P. Kevin Samuels.
Right.
So, but some of the things that he said, and this is not to, because he is a soul. And this is not to bash him, but some of the things that he said, and he was in a position of where people looked up to him. He was a powerful influencer.
Yeah.
So, if he would have said a lot of the things that he said to people in love,
Yeah.
it would have been
Different.
Completely different.
It would have been different. Yeah.
It's just the you want to make a mark in life.
Yeah.
You don't want to make a mark by being known as tearing people down.
Right.
So the person that was tearing people down and shutting people,
Calling people names,
calling people names, telling them that, you're
and
ain't shit.
Right. Demeaning their worth.
Yes, they're not valuable, and they're not. You can't even tell them. You can't even rate yourself. If someone who may be dealing with low self-esteem and may have got up enough courage to call this. I don't know why you want to call someone.
I don't either.
But call this person and then be shut down and feeling
belittled.
even worse than what they obviously they're already broken to be calling you. So if someone is hurting when they call you, why would you allow them to leave that phone call still hurting?
Or hurting worse.
And so I feel like you should, anybody with that many followers, if you're not saying something that's positive, because that person could have gotten off of the phone and went and committed suicide.
Yeah,
went and did something know. You don't know. So you don't never want to leave a person in a position where they're feeling hurt.
Exactly.
Especially when you have the
platform
and the power. You're in the position, they're calling you for this. You're in the position to turn that around for them.
Yeah, I think that for me,
that's love.
Right. I think for me with him, when it came to him, it's like a lot of women would chime in, to him, and I'm gonna say it like this, like you said, R.I.P. Don't wish anything bad for people,
anyone. But
at the same time, when you are tearing people down, this is the legacy that you leave behind. So at the end of the day, when you are gone on, and then the people, instead of praising you
And
for
talking about the good you
you've
do.
done, now everyone's talking about the bad. And I know for myself, when I leave here, I don't want my legacy to be something of, that someone's talking bad about me.
Yeah.
That's not something I would want. I don't want that. For anyone. I don't. For one, I'm gonna be gone, so maybe it wouldn't make a difference. But for my family, I wouldn't want my family to have to deal with someone.
To have to live with that and to have to.
No, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
But that's the legacy you leave for your family by that.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you are. It's always find yourself doing good and speaking good, because you can't change it once it's out of your mouth. You can't change it. You
can't change it.
You could. You have the power
Right.
to, if you're still in that situation,
Yeah.
sitting in front of you can do that, because it's all choices. It's a
all
choice
choices
that you have.
Have.
And all you have to do is choose to be positive, to
Exactly.
choose to spread love.
Exactly.
And you can do everything, any message you want to get across to someone, you can do it in love.
You can do it in love. And I think for me also, when it comes to him, it's like I felt like, even listening to some of the things that I listened to, because I didn't listen to him because I couldn't stomach it. And so, but certain things I would think to myself, this man doesn't even believe this himself. He's just saying this stuff to get attention. It's like a shock jock, a radio host who says something to get attention. And because in my head, I'm like, let's cognitively listen and think. That don't even make sense what he's saying coming out of his mouth. And he knows it don't make sense. So it's just salacious to get attention.
Yeah. But see, is it the kind of attention? It's not the kind of attention you want. Because the last one that I heard, I didn't watch him, but I heard. I think did you send it to me about the girl, the mother? He was talking to a mother who was telling her she shouldn't believe her child.
Yes.
Who
told her
that she was her boyfriend or whatever significant other was looking at her inappropriately.
Right. And why should you believe a child? Because
why should you believe
lie.
Because children lie.
Children don't lie about that.
To me was the most damaging thing you can tell a single woman, or to a single woman, and especially women who are out there looking for
a mate,
and who are looking for high valued men. You just said there's a lot of damage that was done with that topic.
Absolutely.
Because you made women think that they shouldn't listen to their children.
Right.
If my child came to me and told me something like that, why would I not listen to that?
Exactly.
She has no reason to tell me.
Right.
Make something
up like that. Children lie. Children don't lie about things like that. That doesn't even make sense. And my thing is,
and I just thought about all the victims that he could possibly have made because of women now wanting to be passive or not wanting to trust their children, what their children are saying.
Right.
And it's not just young girls; it's young men too. Because men look at look at boys, and this is how it happens.
Right.
And it's terrible to be on a platform with that many followers and that many people watching you and hearing what you're saying, and you say something like that.
Yeah. And my thing is, really in our community, I'm just going to say it, that has been a secret anyways. Like that. How many people, young people that that grew up
have lived
that where their mother didn't believe them when they came to them and said X, Y, and Z about their stepfather or their boyfriend,
their mother's
boyfriend or something of that nature.
Or next door neighbor.
Yeah.
It's terrible to say don't listen to your child because they could lie.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That's terrible to say that.
And those, you said secret, and that was that's a trigger word to me, because anybody who has ever been experienced that, I'm encouraging you now to expose the secret.
Absolutely.
Because as long as if you're keeping it a secret, you are protecting the victim, and all that, you're protecting the
predator.
The predator, and all that is doing is allowing him to create more victims. So once it's exposed, you set them free. Really, you set them free, because they're no longer. They can't. They're exposed. Their identity has been exposed. So now people are on the lookout, and they're aware. They're able to protect their children. They're able to protect their loved ones, and he can't do any more. They can't do any more damage. And I can't say he, because women are out there doing vile things too. So just expose the secret.
Absolutely.
Tell someone. Tell someone. If you need to talk, call 1-800-WANNA-TALK, www.wanna-talk-about-it. That's an opportunity for you to speak with someone. Reach out to us, reach out to me. I can help you with that, and any information you need, because we don't need to be creating victims, allowing this kind of behavior to continue. We have to put a stop to it somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And it starts with you. If you've been a victim to anything, please expose the secret.
Exactly.
That's not a secret, and I don't know why people say family secret. That's not a secret you want to keep a secret, because as long as it's a family secret, it's going to keep on happening in the family.
Yeah.
So once it's exposed, it can no longer happen, because you put everybody aware. You made everybody aware. That person is on notice, and believe me, it changes.
It changes. Yeah.
Once the enemy is exposed, the devil can't do no more damage.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I just feel like that for me. As far as what he's concerned, that was kind of like like I said, I wasn't never a fan, of course, but that took the cake for me. I was like, if people still support this nonsense, I really don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I didn't watch it, but that was mind blowing to me.
Yeah, it was mind blowing. It's like you're telling women to not believe their children, and
that hurt me. That hurt my feelings.
Like,
I got in my feelings on that one.
Me too, because it's like how. I mean, first and foremost, as a mother, I would never. Never. If my child came to me and said X, Y, and Z, even now, and they grown,
and exactly.
I'm believing my child. Period.
I'm going because they have no reason to say that if it's not happening. If it didn't happen.
Exactly.
So
no. That was, and I think in the most egregious way, when he was saying that, I felt like it was very much so just, like I said, shock jock type of thing. And I'm like, you gone a little too far. Like you went too far with that one. Like if you're trying to grab more attention, that takes the cake.
And I think I'm just to give him some I would hope that he wasn't that type of a
person.
Man. And so I just feel like I just hope that he wasn't that type of a predator.
Right.
I feel like maybe he said that for some shock and awe.
Yeah. I think that's what it was for.
Just to think somebody up. I mean, he probably didn't want people to think that way. But what you have when you're on that kind of platform with that many people, you have to be careful, because you don't know what people are going to think.
You don't know
how your words are going to influence them.
Exactly. You don't know how they're going to influence, how your words are going to influence them. And my thing is, with that much following, you don't know who's following you, and you don't know who's listening to you, and you don't know what their actions behind your words may be.
Right.
So you have to be careful what you put out into the atmosphere, because what you put out comes back. So you need to be careful on how you speaking and what you're saying. And
Because words are powerful.
words are powerful. People say, well, words don't hurt, but words do hurt. And words, the power of the tongue is
sharper
significant.
It's sharper than a two-edged sword.
Exactly.
So
you
the tongue is.
you can't put stuff out and not expect for it to come back. So yeah, it's just that for me, that was like,
Yeah.
no, that's a no. You know, that went all over me. It was beyond even the stuff that he was saying about women. It's like, now you talking about kids? I can't.
And it was still about the woman leaving her children,
Right.
but it was, it was very distasteful.
Very distasteful. Yeah. Yeah, but you just have to, when it comes to social media, and that's another thing that I was thinking when it came to his platform, in the sense that I wish people would understand that we have to start using our common sense, for one, and the sense that God gave us. For one, think about the platform, think about the things that are being said, think about the monetary gain behind it. Think about those things. Look at what someone is saying to you versus what they're living, how they're living their life. So if you are so heavily influenced and so easily influenced that you are going to believe everything that's coming out of someone's mouth without really using your critical thinking skills, then, that's a problem. Because if you sit down and think about, okay, is he saying this for money, or what is the purpose? He's getting all these followers, da 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 da. Let's step back a minute and say, this is probably just for monetary gain. Like, let's use our minds to think a little bit, and not just follow everything. You don't have to follow everything. Listen and be a leader for yourself, and make your own judgments.
I always like to the women who are calling in, any validation you need, give to yourself. You don't need to go outside of yourself for any validation, especially concerning your appearance. You are what you think.
Exactly.
You are what you think.
Exactly.
So you do not need to go outside of yourself for anyone to validate you on your appearance. 'Cause you are beautiful. You are
exactly
beautifully made. You're worthy. You were creatively made for the purpose that God has for you, and He don't make mistakes.
Exactly.
So He didn't make any mistakes with you.
Exactly.
So you are divinely made. You are precious. You're beautiful, and just know that, and walk in that.
Exactly.
Walk in that.
Exactly.
Walking knowing who you are. You are divinely made.
Exactly. And that's what comes first anyways, is to
Yes.
know and to love yourself. Because when you do, you don't need to call up someone who's sitting behind a camera necessarily, not even us, and say, what should I do, X, Y, and Z. When you know who you are and you love yourself, then you don't need to do that. You know exactly who you are, and you know who loves you. God loves you, and you love yourself.
You love
Period.
yourself. And that's it.
That's it.
And if you can love yourself, your whole self, look in the mirror, learn to love everything about you. Your smile, your hair, your eyes, your eyebrows, your lips, everything. Every little thing, your freckles, your pimples, whatever it is, learn to love it.
Exactly.
Learn to love it, because it's you.
It's you. Exactly. Definitely. Yeah.
Learn to love it. Accept it and love it.
Definitely. And not try to look for validation outside of you.
Outside of you. Validate yourself. It's esteem of yourself.
Definitely.
Your self-esteem.
Yes, exactly. For sure.
So yeah.
So yeah.
But you have to, with the social media, be careful what you watch and what you let in your temple, because Everything is, if it's not edifying you, if it does not serving you, making you feel good,
Right. You don't need to
you
be
don't
watching
need
that.
that. You don't need that.
No.
And I know sometimes we do it because it's fun. Because I
Yeah,
see kids on
absolutely,
there.
yeah.
I see kids on. Sometimes you do it because it's fun. It's
Yeah.
you want to see what's going on with other people.
Other people.
And you want to see what's going on. But like I said, some of that stuff is not real.
Yes.
But sometimes people do it to waste time.
Right.
But
Or you're bored,
You're
and
bored.
you're scrolling and things of that nature.
we get that.
Yeah, we
We're
understand
We're
that.
not talking about that. We're talking
No.
about the ones who just sitting on there and then believe the stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part. Is like this, and it's sad because and I'll go to the young people when it comes to social media, because they become so influenced by social media to the point where they're feeling as if their lifestyle is not like what is being presented on Instagram. They got Instagram famous people that are traveling the world, this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. And the person who's scrolling, looking at these people's pages, they're like, oh, my life sucks because I'm not doing X, Y, and Z, or
I have not done it by this time.
Exactly, yeah.
You put time limits on it.
Exactly. And they don't even be real. Some of that stuff doesn't, like, I've heard before of influencers that are famous on Instagram that travel all over the place. Like they're taking pictures and videos and selfies and all of them all over the place, and they don't have any money.
They don't have any money.
They don't have any money, and they don't have a home to come home to. They're sleeping on people's couches and stuff. Like, that stuff isn't real. But they have influenced people to believe that it is, so much so that they're trying to get it themselves.
An influencer.
Exactly.
They're influencing you to believe the hype.
Exactly. To believe the hype. And then the issue is then you become depressed or feeling some type of way because you feel like you aren't meeting up to that. Young people are dealing with that now. They're dealing with they don't look like the girl on Instagram, and so they trying to change their bodies to look,
have all this BBL.
Yeah,
honey.
Exactly.
I'll tell you about.
Yes,
Somebody
exactly.
you don't need all that.
You don't need all that. So that's the major thing about social media that I want to get across to people, is that take it all in light. Yes, take it in stride, and don't trust all of that stuff, and give yourself a break if you find yourself on it too often, too much. Detox yourself from that. You don't get off of it for a week or two, whatever works for you. That's how you really can tell if you're addicted. Because if you can't get off, you can't put it down for a week.
Girl, I don't get on it. I get on there and post a picture every now and then, and I know I need to do better because I'm building my brand. I know I need to get better about it, because I'm using it for advertisement.
Right.
And but when people are on there, and another thing, when people are on there and they get mad because the people are their friends, you have certain people as friends. You trying to control other people's friend list, and you trying to,
silly stuff.
It's stuff like that. It's just it's irritating. It's too much. You need to get off of it. Live your life outside of social media. Because
exactly.
So who cares about who's friends on Facebook? Who cares about who cares?
No.
Why is that important to some people? If that's important, your chakras align. You need to align your heart chakra, your head, your crown chakra. You need to align your root chakra. You need to align those 3 chakras because there's an imbalance.
Right.
To make you feel like all those things, you have to control someone else's social media friend list.
Right.
Or
Which
you
is
have
silly to me.
Yeah, or you have to feel like you even the people who are ghosting people's page and looking at people's page under a false name.
Oh,
Stop
Lord.
it.
What in the world?
Stop it. Come on.
Right. Like, is this? It's just not necessary.
Why are you that concerned about what someone else is doing
Doing.
on social media?
Right. Exactly.
Why are you that involved?
Exactly. Yeah. Because to me that just signifies you don't have a life. You don't have a life
you
outside
need to work
of that.
on your ground, your root chakra, your heart chakra, and your crown chakra.
And the older people that do it, I'm like, come on now. Listen, there was a time we didn't know what Facebook,
Look what?
Instagram, none of that. We didn't know who your friends were and what your friend did, and none of that. Come on. There was a life outside. There was a time before social media.
Yes.
Let's remember that.
Some of these people are doing stuff, you know, and I get you live your best life. Live your best life, but if I'm living my best life, I don't have time to be living it on
Right.
with the phone in my hand and recording it every minute of it, because I'm experiencing my
I'm
reality.
experiencing it, yeah, and
I'm
in real time.
experiencing it.
It's
I'm
in real
real
time. It's
time.
in real time.
I don't have to put it on. To me, when you have to do that, what are you?
Exactly.
It's something about that. It just seems pretend. It's just for the camera.
For the camera. And I'm like this. Like I've seen people at concerts. Like I love a concert. I love a live concert. I enjoy listening to live music.
Period.
But I am not gonna stand up there
And record
at a
the
live
whole
concert and
I'm gonna
record
be
a whole
kicking it.
concert.
What?
I am not about to do that. Absolutely not.
I can't. It seems like when I go back and look at it, it's all messed up and blurry. I'm try to capture a moment of it.
Yeah.
But it's all blurry because
But
I'm
it's
trying
blurry
to
'cause
enjoy it.
And trying to enjoy it. And I'm like, that's when I see people at concerts with their phones up all the time, I'm like, you can't enjoy the concert. You can't enjoy the music.
You
Put your
can't.
phone down. And I can understand, get a picture, get a little clip of a video, then put that bad boy away and start moving.
Enjoying it.
Enjoy
your reality.
Enjoy the moment.
It's a journey that you're missing because
Exactly.
you're on social media.
Exactly.
You're trying to let everybody else see what you're doing.
What you're doing.
Who cares?
Nobody cares. Trust
And
me.
matter of fact, the majority of the time anybody sees it is usually weeks later.
Right.
I know I can only speak
Yeah,
for myself.
yeah.
Because I'm not on Facebook. I don't get on Facebook regularly.
Right.
I used to,
Yeah.
but not anymore. But I'm gonna tell you the best information I received. About social media. You pay all this money for these events. To go to these events and to experience it, and then you experiencing it by holding up
Through
your phone.
Yeah. That's
And
not.
looking at you. I didn't pay the money to watch it on my phone. I paid money to watch it live.
Exactly. Because
So
if that's the case, I could just watch it on TV.
exactly,
Or, when somebody
on
else
YouTube.
recorded.
Kill somebody else's.
Yeah.
I didn't have to.
I didn't
so
have
I'm
to.
going to live in that moment and enjoy
Exactly.
that moment.
Exactly.
I'm not spending money to live it, watch it through the recorder, through the the video on the video,
No.
or put it on social media just for likes.
Right.
I don't
exactly.
need that.
It's just become.
It's my experience. It's my journey.
It's my journey,
It's a memory
yes.
that'll forever be in my head. If I get a little bit of video on my camera to just go back
Right.
and look at it for myself,
Right.
that's
Exactly.
that's for me.
It's for me.
It's not for the world.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing. It's like it's just become such a vehicle. I mean, it's almost the norm now, I suppose. But like I said, there's a day and time, when we didn't have that. So, we're at a concert. We're enjoying the concert.
We're
We're not recording it or taking pictures or anything like that. I mean, we use magazines to look at pictures of things that photographers actually have a job to do
Yes.
to take. Now all of that's eliminated. All you need is an iPhone and a good camera on the iPhone, and you are the photographer.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, like let's
and
put that down.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is enjoy your moment.
Enjoy the moment.
Live in your reality and not watching it through your virtual reality.
Right.
Because you're paying for it.
Right.
And you're missing it because you're trying to capture it on video.
Exactly.
Live in the moment. Put
Live
the
in the
camera
moment.
down. Put your phone down so you can enjoy your journey.
In your journey. I know in times past when I've been to a concert and I wanted to capture a little something, just to capture, to have that little capture. I get mad at myself because it's like I'm so busy trying to get the focus on the video. It's like I'm missing the song.
I'm missing it.
You're like, dang.
I did that the other day when Deja had her dance recital, and I was trying to capture her dancing, and I was so mad. I was looking at her, and I went back to look at the video. She wasn't even on the camera. I'm
Exactly.
Like, I don't know how to do this.
Right, exactly.
I can't. This is not for me. I'm out of practice.
Right.
Now I can do it. Hold the camera up and do it like when we're out. That's different.
That's different. Yeah.
But I'm trying to
enjoy the moment. You can't do that.
Can't do it.
It's all out of focus. It's out of whack.
Yes,
the phone
I'm
over here,
moving entirely too much. I'm just like moving entirely too much.
No.
So I just encourage you to enjoy your moment.
Yeah.
Enjoy. You paid a lot of money for the events that you go to.
Exactly.
You attend anything, whatever that is. You pay a lot of money for it.
Yes.
Or if
Your
you
vacations,
paid, even
whatever.
even if it's a little money, you paid money for it.
Exactly.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy that moment.
Yeah.
You don't have to live it on. You don't have to let everybody else see
it on social media.
It's for you.
You don't have to live it on social media.
Yeah, it's
you really
for you.
don't.
You
It's
don't
for
have.
you.
And you paid $1,000 for your vacation, and
Right,
you reduced to
exactly.
how many likes?
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, if you're on vacation, get a few captures here and there, and then put that camera away and enjoy your vacation.
Enjoy your vacation. Enjoy your event. Enjoy your event instead of trying to capture it all for social media for some likes.
For likes, exactly. And my thing is, it's such a situation where I would just say, just on a cellular type of level, it becomes where it's so addicting that people, even influencers, have to take a break because it's too much for them. So, I mean, people that have millions of followers or whatever the case may be, they have to take a break because you're having to figure out how to post a picture or make a video, scheduling. It
can consume your life.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's a job. If you're an influencer, I know that people are influencers out there, and that's what they do for a living. So I get that, and so it's a job, and it becomes too much even for them. So even if they're trying to push out content for their viewers
on every social media platform. So you can imagine how overwhelming that is.
It is. It's very overwhelming. So it's like, and then it's the pressure. It's a pressure to keep your following. It's a pressure to keep it.
It's a pressure to keep your following, to keep your look, to keep your appearance, to keep your content. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So, and like I said, kudos to those who are influencers and rocking it, killing it. Congratulations. Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot.
That's a lot. I mean, it's a job. It's really a job.
It's a job.
It is. And so, I mean, my hat's off to people that can do that. I mean, we are experienced our stuff too, and we still do.
And we are experiencing it. We're on our way. We're pushing through too.
Right.
So we faced our difficulties, and we understand the struggle.
Yes, it's a job. It's most definitely a job. So I get it, and it's just the thing. It's like, for people who watch, just enjoy the content if it's good content, if it resonates with you, and keep it pushing. Don't everything is just not all in. You don't have to take it all in and just apply every portion of it to your life.
Take a moment right now, since you said that, to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes. Exactly.
Because we're always we're trying to get some followers.
Yeah, we're trying to reach our goals.
We're trying to reach our goals too.
Yeah, we want to reach people in a positive, healthy way.
Yes.
Period. That's our goal, is to reach people, as many as we can, in a positive, healthy way, to put out content that is about love and positivity. Period.
Exactly. and help in any kind of way. So if you want to also be a visitor on our podcast and have a conversation with us, we'll
yes,
put that in the comments also. And share with us what you think about your experiences on social media in the comments also. So
definitely.
we can, talk about that.
Right.
And we want to hear what you have to say about your experiences on social media.
Right.
With social media. My God, I felt like that was a tongue twister.
Exactly, with social media, definitely. If you were addicted to it, if you had learned how to try to detox yourself, share your experiences with us.
Negative and positive. We want to hear both because when you comment, your comments may help someone else also.
Absolutely.
So
just share with us. We appreciate it, definitely.
Yeah. But a lot of people use social media. I like seeing people do crafts and the food video. I love that because I'm a foodie and I like to cook and give me some good ideas. Those are valuable to me. But the ones that really get under my skin is when I see things like and I guess you capture your journey of people on social. People want to capture their journey and put it on social media. But it's the ones who and they're capturing something that's pretentious, and then because you know them and outside of the camera, they're not like that.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Phony.
Yeah,
we just put it like that. The phony people.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, and the phony people get on my nerves too. That's. I mean, I get you want to take a picture, video, whatever, selfies. We do it too, but it's the I'm living this sort of type of life, and you know that they're not.
Yes.
The phony ones.
That one.
Yeah.
That's right.
That one. So yeah.
It's like stop it. Please.
Exactly.
Please. Because stop it.
It's not real. It's not real, and you don't have to do that.
We know every time you get home, you raising hell. It ain't always happy.
Period. Period. And stop pretending like it is.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay. We don't care either, really.
Right.
We really don't.
Exactly.
But it's the fact that you sitting up here trying to put on a show like everybody think care, like everybody do care,
right?
And it don't.
It doesn't matter.
It don't really matter. It really don't.
Be true to you. Be true to yourself.
To who
period.
To be true to you.
And you don't have to capture every moment on video or on social media. You don't have to capture every moment. If you ain't feeling it, don't do it. Don't be pretentious and pretend.
If you get on there and you capture some moments like, shit, I'm fucked up, I'm tired, and the real deal. Then I can rock. I might relate.
Exactly. I can rock with you. If you are just being honest.
Yeah.
Period. But if it's a pretense for attention, don't do it. It's just not necessary.
You're just doing it for a like.
Yeah.
That made me think of somebody's conversation.
Girl. Well, I don't see why. To me, if you are doing things like that for likes, like you have a serious self-esteem issue.
Yeah,
because you want likes from people you don't even know. What is the point of that?
Bless your heart.
I don't understand it.
Bless your heart.
You have an insecurity about yourself. If it's all about I need a like. So I'm just gonna put out this phony content
or this,
to get it.
This whatever, just putting this picture just because I want somebody to like it.
And then if they don't,
like it, if you don't get as many likes, what do? Delete the picture? What happens? Who are you doing it for?
I don't know.
When I post a picture, I don't care if anyone likes it.
Me either.
I'm not posting it for you.
Most of the time, if I post a picture, I'm surprised that how many people do like it. I'll be like, oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay. Like for my business, I'm not even as pushing myself out there with my business on social media as I should be. But when I do, I'm surprised that so many people like it, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Well, your work is
I need
good.
to do that more.
Yeah, your work is good.
Yeah, like I need to do that more. So I'm just saying, it's like I don't understand the doing it for likes. That's my thing.
But some people just do that for likes. You know, they do put pictures up, you know, for likes. I take pictures with my girls, and I love my girls. I take pictures with them, and I know you know, we take pictures with our girls, and we post. I forget to post the picture. My girls be like, "Mama, did you post your picture?" You know, one of my daughters has her own business, and she takes professional pictures of herself. She's, you know, is a guru. She does a lot, and her
has her own brand.
Yes, her aesthetic on her whole Instagram page is just on point, and it inspires me to have mine on point, like hers.
Right.
It just flows. Both of them page just flows, and it's amazing to see the progress, you know. And so I get it. So, but at the same time, it's when you're using it for a business and a brand.
Yes.
I get that.
Yes.
But it's just when you just let your purposes be for good.
Right.
That's it.
Exactly. Let your purposes be for good, for
That's
sure.
it.
Because, you know, we just can get caught up into a phony reality that's not real.
A false reality.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we don't want to do that. You know, use your purpose. Use social media for the right purpose. Definitely.
Yeah, because there are ways to make money. There are ways to build your brand. There are ways to get yourself out there. It can
Absolutely.
be done.
Yes,
it can be done.
That's how you promote your business anymore nowadays. It's not like it used to be back in the day. You know, where you take out an ad in the newspaper. That's old school. You don't do that.
Listen, I know people still
probably
get newspapers.
Right, but I mean, that was the way how you advertise your business or try to get a commercial on it, you know, but now it's all through social media. And I understand that. I totally get it. So I'm with it for that kind of stuff. Definitely.
Yeah. But see, this is the type of things, you know, you want to see people, you get to choose what you see.
Exactly.
So be the one who choose what you see. Even the media has subliminal messages, and so you just want to safeguard your spirit and just choose wisely what you want to consume within and allow into your spirit, because you know, anytime you hear something and you know if you believe it, it takes root, and it starts to manifest. Right. And just like the weather, they predict the weather is going to be bad. If everybody feel fearful about that and thinking on that, it manifests. Right. Exactly. Everybody's thinking on the same thing. So a lot of times I don't watch the news. I don't watch the low vibrational things, because it sets in your intentions to that. Right. And so I get to choose what I want to watch. I don't like to watch a lot of those TV shows because there's subliminal messages in them, and it makes me sad. So, you know, so I look at some of the comedy shows, and that one person was trying to force me to watch a show, and I was like, I do not want to see that. Right. So they put it on, and it would just really depressed me.
It was a comedy show? Or
yes, it was a comedy, one of those new programs, but it was just it was so low vibration, and it was so, it was just bad. It was just, you know, the stereotypes that they had in there, it was just low vibration. Is like, I can't watch this. Yeah, I had somebody and find humor in this. No,
someone was there was that popular movie that came out on Netflix that people were watching, and my kids watched it too, and they were like, "Mom, you should watch this." And it was I forgot the name of it, but it was. When I got into trying to watch it, I was like, I only watched like 5 minutes of it, and I was like, I can't watch this stuff. I was like, I cannot watch this because it was really violent, and I was like, oh no, my whole countenance, everything just went down because I was like, I can't do
There's
this.
certain things you just can't watch. I just can't watch. It's not. I just can't watch it.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's a. I don't know.
Yeah.
Me and my. I have to protect me.
Your
my
spirit,
energy,
yeah,
my spirit.
exactly.
I can't.
Your energy.
So certain things I just can't. Watch.
That's how I am. I'm like that too with a lot of stuff. So I don't even. I mean, half the time I don't even have TV on in my house.
Yeah.
So
You know how I don't have the don't have the TV on.
and I like to listen to music, and even some music people have to be careful with too, because if it's not uplifting to you, then especially if you whatever frame of mind you're in, if you're depressed while you listen to depressed music, don't do that.
Because that is very true that you said that. If music is so spiritual, it's created with so much spirit,
Right. Yes.
that when you listen to it, when it plays, it actually comes to life.
Right. Exactly.
So, when you listen to it, it's either going to make you dance. Some music make you cry. It's full of emotions.
Absolutely,
it's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a lot. We're gonna have to do a whole topic on music.
Absolutely, which
whole
I would
topic.
love to do because I love music. So.
I love music. I'm a music connoisseur. I listen to
too.
all kind of music. We're gonna have to do one on music.
Yeah.
But
and it does have a vibration to it.
It does have a vibration, and it's the creators of music know this.
Right.
And this is why certain music have certain vibrations. And because it's designed to keep you feeling a certain way.
Exactly.
So just remember that when listening to music.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that part.
That part, yeah. So we'll have to come back on that for sure. But
that's a lot.
That's what my thoughts are on social media.
Yes.
So be careful what you consume. That's all.
Safeguard your mind, body, and spirit. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. Treat yourself good. Be quick to forgive. And remember, we wish abundance for you, a peaceful life, abundance of life, and we love you all.
We love you all. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment,
and
and
share.
Subscribe. Please share.
Yes.
Share alike.
Exactly. Share and share often.
Share
please.
and share. Right.
Share and share often. We need the shares. So.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so thank you all. Good night.
Good night. I ain't gonna say good night. See you later.
See you later.